Good evening, happy Saturday, and welcome to another episode of My Writer Corner. I am your host, H.M. Barone, and I just wanted to give you guys an update as to what I've accomplished this week. What I had originally hoped would be the final draft has yielded up the fact that I need at least another 100 pages. And thankfully, over the last week, I've been able to crank out about 20 pages towards my goal of the 100. And I am continuing to work. I had today off, and I got a fair amount done. I've got tomorrow off. I do have plans for a Friendsgiving with my girlfriends. But before and after that, I have every intention of doing some more writing, hopefully knocking out the improved version of the first chapter of the Monster War with Varkas and his Warriors 3. And yeah, so there's that. I worked Thanksgiving. Thankfully, I didn't have to do a double. And then I worked Friday, and I've got the weekend off, and then I have next Friday off, and then I work the weekend, and then I think I have Monday or Tuesday off. But anyways, the goal over the next week is to crank out the rest of the 100 pages and get it all set so that I can run through and edit it and still have it available for purchase on the 21st. My amazing art goddess has been so amazing with the cover art. Please stand by for technical difficulties. My psychotic little fluff ball chaos has just come bounding through and terrorized the kittens and his sibling Merlin, and upended my camera. So yeah, there's that. Fun times. He was most definitely appropriately named. But so anyways, pretty much the only chapters that don't need a lot of work are the storylines with Blythe and Mythos. But those were my original storyline to begin with, so they don't need nearly the amount of effort that everybody else's storylines do, because everybody else's storyline is significantly newer than Blythe and Mythos. But yes, isn't he just photogenic and a little psychopath? So yeah, the goal is to get the 100 pages done by the 10th of December so that I am able to have time to edit the final draft and expound more on what's going on with the princesses, especially, but also their princes, to expound on the Monster War and Kaylin's conquest of the Freelands, definitely. So hopefully I will have more to report on the next episode, but I start college in January, so the goal is to be done with these shows for about 3 or 4 months, come back with a new season, and and have reports that maybe, you know, I have finished all of my prerequisites for college and have started the RN program through JCC and have been able to get some writing done, and I have my third book ready for publishing by this time next year. Who knows? But my immediate goal is to have the 80 remaining pages done by the 10th. Which in all reality, as long as I keep myself focused, shouldn't really be that much of an issue. I know I've got a lot with even the Elven Civil War can definitely use some more work. I just rewatched the Witcher series again, and that gave me a lot of inspiration, a lot of stuff to think about with my writing. So there's that. Plus, I'm reading through the Witcher books. I'm also reading through the Game of Thrones series. I'm also on to the next in the Raymond E. Feist series, The King's Buccaneer. And that's definitely proving interesting and slightly helpful as well, as far as writing ideas, storylines, things like that. What else? Just really knuckling down and focusing on writing these chapters. I mean, it was kind of pathetic. A couple of them only have like 5, 6, 7 pages, and that's hardly worthy of an epic fantasy that is in my head. So there's that, yeah, and like I said, the goal is to, this week, in all honesty, sit down and crack out the remainder of the pages that I want to get done, which I don't foresee a problem. Canceling the Netflix subscription on Monday, so that distraction will go away. What else? Just really staying focused is the goal at this point. And I've been kind of forced to keep to myself at my day job and just crack on with my work, so I'm a lot in my own head about that. Which affords me more time to think about the stories. The other day, at the end of my shift, I had a bunch of free time, so I cracked out 4 pages in that time frame, which was really rather impressive even to myself. But yeah, a lot of things that definitely I can focus on, expound upon, and just improve the story so that my readers get a better sense for the characters, so that the world is better explained and makes more sense, so that my next book is more meaningful. And more effective as the book goes along. But yeah, it's been quite an interesting journey over the last couple of weeks, with what I was hoping to be the last draft, and I know that at some point I'm just going to have to step back and say it's done, whether in my brain it's done or not. I'm just hoping to be able to switch it off and move on with everything that I plan to do. I know in my head I've got a lot more written for the 4th book and 3rd book. because those really are ones that are pivotal turning points for a lot of the characters. And I don't want to say much more than that because I don't want to spoil it. But at this point, I'm just going to wrap up and remind you to like and subscribe. And thank you for checking me out again. Have a great, safe weekend. And I guess I can officially say happy holidays now that Thanksgiving is over with. So have a good one, y'all.